Hello everyone. So this is gonna be my second video for the month of March 2021. It's gonna be same like previous ones. I'm gonna show you all my portfolio and whatever I did in previous 15 days. So I'm starting with this. So in my Wealthsimple portfolio, now I have over $48,000. I deposited $3,500 this month, and it gained about 3 or 4% from previous months. So in my RRSP, I have now 30,000, and I had gain of $5,780. That's around 23%. And in my TFSA, I already recovered most of my money that I lost in BES, and I'm almost break even on this thing. And after that, on my dividend tracker, you can see I have this much portfolio in dividends. That's my dividend yield, and that's my yield on cost, and that's what I'm gonna get annually. And you can see all my dividend stuff, how much dividends I'm gonna get from a specific ticker symbol, and how much shares I have, what is the price, what is my average cost, dividend yield, and annual income. And I'm losing just in tech. I bought 180 shares, I guess, this month of tech, because the tech sector is very much down, and I thought I should buy all I can while the market is down. And except that, I haven't done anything else with my portfolio. Let me show you my sheet. So you can check my dividend sheet. So I have $48,315. That's gain of 13.68%, and I invested $42,500 of my money, and I have a total gain of $5,800 so far. And in my portfolio, you can see all my ticker symbols on the left, company, shares, average cost, and everything. I'm losing some money on TEC over here and BES. So I haven't sold BES so far, and I have no idea why. I'm down in this stock. I'm gonna just keep it until like a couple of years maybe, and it might go up again maybe once in a while, and I might sell then, and otherwise I'm not gonna sell it, because I'm losing about $1,000, and I'm just gonna keep it, because that's just 2% of my portfolio. It's not really bothering me much. And after that, you can see my pie chart and this, and let me show you my dividends. So the best thing happened this month. So for the first time, I have over $100 in dividends for the first time, and you can check in all 2020 I got $266, and in 2021 is third month. I already break even with the last year. Equal, I have same amount of money as last year that I made in like 6-7 months. So far I'm going great, and I got total dividends of $529 for both years. And you can see my dividend growth chart. You can see that it's going up, which I like a lot. Like, it's supposed to go this way, and then I can see I'm making progress. And after that, you can check for my all of the months. The first month I went 95, then 60, then 107. Even the same at the bottom one, you can check how much money I made each month from when I started. I started in July. I made 15, August 16, then 46, 56, 53, 78, 95, 60, and 107. And I think it's gonna keep increasing if I keep adding money. And other than that, this portfolio is doing great. I lost some money previous month, but this month I recovered most of my money, and I made some gains as well. and you can see my dividend tracking sheet as well. So this is the same chart as previous sheet, and over here you can see how much gains I'm making. So it has the same data that I have on the previous sheet, but over here you can check how much money I earned each month. I have the same thing over there, and you can see it's increasing, and this is my month to month growth. The first month it was like, the first month I had no gain, then second month I gained 71 cents, $30, almost $10, then it's $3 less, then 24, 17, 35, and over here you can see month to month growth, and you can see I'm gaining like 4%, 180, 22, 45, 22, 20. Even if I start gaining like 2% every month in my dividends, it's gonna be great in a couple of years, and I'm just focusing on that so far. And other than that, in my portfolio there's nothing new. I bought tech. Let me show you my portfolio over here. So in my RRSP, as you can see, for this month I'm up $1,232. That's 4.27%, and I'm up over, I'm over 30,000 for the first time in this account. For all time, you can see I'm up $5,780, and these are my stocks: Ambridge, Fortis, H&R, HXQ, MFC, Ryokan, TD, VDY, VFV, VGRO, XEI, XIC, XUU. So I deposited $250 in this account just to check how the quick transfer works, and that's all I did. I didn't make any transactions in this account and in my TFSA. So over here, so you can see this money I lost in BES. So but overall I'm okay. I'm not losing any money. So today I deposited some money, and that's why showing I'm down. I'm not really down. I'm up about $100 for the day, because I checked yesterday I was about $18,000, and the most money I'm losing is BES, and I showed you guys previous month as well. So I bought 50 shares of BES this month. So I thought I should average it down, but this stock is keeps dipping, right? So I thought it's not a good idea to a stock that's going back where it previously was. So I'm not gonna add any more money in this. So I'm just gonna keep it and see what happens in next. And other than that, I bought tech. So this month I bought 100 shares one time, 21 time, 18 one time. So I bought like 138 shares this month, and if it dips below $24 again, I'm gonna buy again 100 shares, because it has some good tech stocks which I like. And but other than that, it has my about 38% of my portfolio in there. And after that, in my account I haven't done much. I deposited $3,250 in this account because I checked my limits on CRA. So I have a lot of limit in these two accounts. In RRSP, I'm not going to deposit anything, and in my TFSA, I'm 27 years old, so I haven't deposited any money before. So this was the first year when I started. So I should put this much money by the end of the year, then I can just keep increasing, like adding 6,000 every year. So this is my target for the year, and I hope I can get there this year. And after that, what I did in these months, let me check just 1 second. So yeah, so after I haven't done much, I opened a EQ bank account, but I can't really open it. I deposited $5,000 because I want to save some money for the house. I don't really have a house. I live in a basement. And after I'm done with my Wealthsimple account, when I maxed it out, I'm gonna start adding money, saving money for my home, something for an apartment or something. You know, in Toronto it's very expensive to buy something. So that's my plan. I'm gonna max out my Wealthsimple TFSA and RRSP. Then I already added like $5,000 in my EQ Bank. So maybe I'll do 50% in my TFS, 50% in my savings, because I don't want all my money in stocks. At the moment, I have everything in stocks. So I don't think it's a safe idea to put all your money in one place. So I'm gonna start adding money in my savings account as well, and then when my Wealthsimple account is up, and then I'm gonna use EQ Bank for my down payment. And I already have some money, 30,000 RRSP that I can take out if I buy a house, but I don't really have a plan at the moment because houses are so expensive over here. Other than that, nothing else. You can see what is happening in my watch list. And today S&P is up about 0.70, Bitcoin is down about 6%. So overall the market is mixed today, and that's all I had to share. And thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much. And I'll share my Wealthsimple account referral link if anybody wants to open that account, and my EQ Bank as well if anybody wants to use savings account on the side. And that's about it. Anything missing? I have no idea. I don't let me show you my activity, and that's it. So you can see my activity. I deposit $250, then I receive some dividends from MFC, deposit $250, this transaction, this transaction, this transaction. So I deposit 3,000 on March 8th, and that's it. So it's already 48,000. So I'm gonna deposit 2,000 when I get my next check, and then I'm gonna be a little patient, and we'll see what happens from there. And that's it for me, and thank you very much for watching the video. Have a nice day.